Alrighty. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer refers to women as menstruating people. Gov, hopeful, respond. Hopefuls. I have severe Crohn's, fiber kills me. Well, you're an exception, Rebecca. We're not talking about you, but you should watch it anyway. Republican campaigns in the race to be Michigan's next governor are blasting Democratic Gov Gretchen Whitmer for referring to women as during a recent Zoom event put on by the state's Democratic Party. Let's watch.
What should we expect? This is a scary one. What should we expect if the reproductive freedom proposal fails? Are you able to protect reproductive rights without that proposal passing if Roe v. Wade fails? What can voters do to help preserve our freedom of choice?
So we saw where we thought Dobbs was going to be headed, and this was prior to the draft opinion coming out publicly. So we looked at all the tools that I have as governor and determined that, okay, a couple unique things I can do. Number one, I have the constitutional ability to bring a lawsuit to protect constitutional rights of people of Michigan. So I brought a lawsuit on behalf of all the menstruating people in Michigan, 2.2 million, and another tool I have is to go straight to our state Supreme Court.
What should we expect?
I'm just gonna instant replay. Please, if you have kids in the room, please get rid of them. Cover their ears, cover their eyes.
Lawsuit to protect constitutional rights of people of Michigan. So I brought a lawsuit on behalf of all the menstruating people in Michigan, 2.2 million.
What is she doing? Is she like smoking? Like, what is that?
2 million.
What is this lady putting in her
Michigan,
mouth?
2.2.
Oh, it's a water bottle. Okay. Like the green screen made it look like she's like using some vaporizer or something. I was like, what the fuck is that? But you can see like, you know, she's holding a water bottle. But like that looks like a vaporizer, like some new school like cyberpunk looking like fucking vape. Like she is lit. She is hip. Anyway, let's go back to this. Whitmer made the comments after being asked a question about a proposed amendment to the Michigan State Constitution, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, the obvious answer to this shit is not just women experience these things. There are trans men that exist. There are non-binary people that exist. There are intersex people that exist that also experience menstruation. So the idea that like this is just exclusively referring to women is just, it's obviously not true. But also, I will say, like Democrats need to get better. If they're going to use this kind of language, which they should be because it's more accurate, they should get better at saying it. Don't do your weird pauses. Don't do your like fucking, like, don't do that weird shit. Just say it. Just say it. Like, it's not that hard. It's just words, motherfucker. Like, that's my problem with Democrats, is they always have these weird pauses, and they always, like, emphasize things in a weird way. It's like, we get it. Like, thank you. But, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you don't deserve a gold star, okay? You don't deserve a fucking ribbon, okay, motherfucker? But, of course, Republicans hate this stuff. They hate any acknowledgement of transgender people. They hate any acknowledgement of intersex people, and they also hate reproductive freedom. So, you know, if I'm going to choose anyone, I'm going to choose Gretchen Whitmer. Way better than any Republican who literally just wants to eviscerate more than half the population's rights. So again, but again, like, that's the thing, is people, they're really off-put by this woke language. And that's what Republicans will just, like, seize on. Right? Like, I just... It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. But let's read some of these quotes. Has the left gone insane? I mean, really. Menstruated people. Drag queens. This is not normal yet. Someone needs to chuck the Democratic Party. It's starting to seem like COVID was more like mad cow disease. Businesswoman Tudor Dixon told Fox News Digital. Pastor Ralph addressed Whitmer's comments from a constitutional and religious standpoint. Oh, this person's speaking in religious points of view. Our Declaration of Independence addresses the laws of nature and nature's God. Governor Whitmer's use of politically correct LGBTQ plus language is evidence of a moral collapse in our society. Like, what the fuck? What? Where's the evidence? Politically correct? I mean, first of all, politically correct is a term, like, you're like 15 years late. It's called wokeism now. Like, get with the fucking program, motherfucker. But anyway, what? The laws of nature and nature's God? First of all, what? Second of all, let's assume someone does use politically correct language. How is that evidence of a moral collapse of our society? Like, what? And also, Republicans love politically correct language. That's what they're advocating for! They're advocating for their version of political correctness. Like, if I say something like, fuck the troops, fuck the flag, a Republican's gonna get pissed the fuck off and demand that I use politically correct language. Like, if I say something like America deserved 9/11, and we also targeted the wrong people, and we're partnering with the people that caused 9/11, a Republican's gonna get fucking triggered, and they're gonna tell me to fucking use politically correct language. So, every politician wants politically correct language. Everyone wants politically correct language. So again, like, these motherfuckers are so fucking stupid, man. They're just dumb as hell. When I say God doesn't exist, this motherfucker's gonna get triggered. So this idea that, like, only Democrats get triggered. Meanwhile, they're in the middle of, like, a crybaby fit. Like, Jesus Christ, fuck off, motherfucker. A culture that rejects nature's God, as we did 60 years ago, will eventually reject the laws of nature. When that happens, God helps us, because there's no line that can't be crossed. What does that mean? Like, what? That's not even English. That's not even English, motherfucker. What? God helps us because there's no line that can't be crossed? What? Like, are you stupid? Are you a dumb motherfucker? Like, what is it? That's not English. Is this the guy? Is this the pastor? No, this is a former car dealer. Okay, great. Governor Whitmer and entire administration have shown they're on the extreme fringe left when it comes to every issue. I wish! Between the AG calling for drag queen in every classroom, to the governor making up her own anatomy course. I wish she would make up her own anatomy course, because that would be cool. This administration has lost sight of the fact that Michiganders are suffering under their failed leadership. The campaigns of chiropractor. So the Republican Michigan gubernatorial primary. We got a pastor. Who's the other one? Businesswoman, pastor, a used car salesman, a chiropractor, and real estate broker. That's the Republican primary in Michigan for the governor. A used car dealer, a chiropractor, a businesswoman, nondescript, a pastor, and a real estate broker. Oh!
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Holy shit. That's great. Anyway, fuck them. Like, is Gretchen Whitmer trying her best? Yeah. And is that a good thing? Yeah. And hopefully she gets better at learning how to speak with the English language? Yeah, but if you think Republicans, like, okay, Gretchen Whitmer, like, having an awkward pause in her speech. So let's throw a chiropractor into office? Yeah, okay. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Republicans are fucking stupid. They're dumb motherfuckers. I don't know what to tell you. They're stupid ass, bird-brained bitches. That's what they are. And fuck them all.